Hello everyone, I am Left, and welcome back to another Vainglory video. Today we are going to be playing some Ranked, and we are going to be playing some Taka. So sorry if that's a spoiler, because I'm not picking in the draft yet, and in today's video, I'm partied with Snacky and Beef Friedenberg 07, partying with those guys, and that is who we are going to be playing with today. So I'm going to pick Taka here. I did buy the Shirokage Taka Tier 1 with ice, because I have the ice and I don't know what to do with it. So, did buy that. It looks pretty cool. It's a nice skin. And I am saving up my glory to reach for the sky, aka Taka Tier 3 when it comes out. So, we're going to be playing in Ranked, Pinnacle of Awesome level, because that's right, today I got back to Pinnacle of Awesome, and that's pretty cool. So, you guys won't believe how I did it either. I was playing Kestrel CP, like I usually do. You guys know me for Kestrel. And playing Kestrel CP, the enemy team has a Blackfeather who doesn't want to roam, so he picks Blackfeather third pick, gets Iron Guard, and builds Weapon Power. Like 10 minutes into the match, he AFKs. So, but they are going 2v3, and then, well, I'll be brutally honest with you guys. We were losing. They had Skogent, who is Vainglorious. I can't remember what team he's on, but he's on a pro team. Skogent was on their team, and he was playing Vox, and he was melting our Ringo. I was getting kills on him here and there, but our Ringo was just incompetent, and just getting absolutely destroyed by him and their Glaive. So Blackfeather was AFK. Then when my Arden saw how much Ringo was getting destroyed, he AFK'd. Well, he didn't AFK, he went back to base and started buying all scout traps and made a swastika in our base, which is real nice, right? So, as my base was being filled up with the proverbial windmill of friendship, me and Ringo were having to go 2v2 against Skogent and some other guy who was a really good glaive. He was one of those glaives that you see that's able to hit that afterburn twisted stroke combo, like right after you afterburn. Really insanely hard to do, and I don't play glaive, so I wouldn't be able to do it either. They were really good, I'm not gonna lie. So basically it was 2v2, 2 carries versus 2 carries, both of the quote-unquote supports, because they didn't have a support ever, had left the game. Their glaive bought a fountain. We were getting destroyed. They got the Kraken, Arden had quit, and we were just playing 2v2. So I was Kestrel, right? I had gotten to full build, and suddenly it looked like their glaive wasn't playing anymore either. And so basically we had it where it was 2v1 now, except Arden, like, we took the Kraken because it was 2v1, right? And then at the last second, Arden decided to come and start playing again. We took the Kraken. Ringo got killed by Vox, and Ringo got killed by Skogent on his Vox. And so I was pushing down in there solo. I was using my invis to dodge turret shots and just overall make myself a nuisance in the base while the Kraken was hitting on their last turret. And so basically what happened was I ended up taking the crystal, and Arden ended up warhorning himself all the way down the fold after creating his nice little swastika in our base. And what happened was he basically just came down, came in clutch, blood for blooded the crystal, like at the last second, and we won. So I still downvoted him for intentional losing, even though we won, like, if that's even a thing, but if you troll like that, I'm gonna give you intentional losing, whether we win or not. So right here, we're level 4, and he is going down there, Arden. This team isn't really super aggressive in the early game. They do back off here, which I don't really understand. They could have probably taken us on, but I guess Kestrel needs that farm up in the lane, and Fortress doesn't want to die again. Oh yeah, I was also recording a different game after that one where I hit POA. I was playing Petal. Now you guys are like, what? Petal in Ranked? I'm like, yes, Petal in Ranked. So what happened was we go into the draft, and they've got like, and they go to do their ban, and we see them ban Sky. And I'm like, alright, that's cool, you guys can just ban Sky if you want, it's not like we were going to play her anyway. Then they first pick Rhyme, and that's when I started to worry. So, that was definitely a shock in the draft. That was a really good drafting strategy by them. Unfortunately, I am a very good Petal. I picked Petal. They were a Blackfeather and Rhyme comp. I picked Petal. I'll be honest, I was like 14-2, rocking my pumpkin spice Petal seasonal skin. It was a cakewalk, to be honest. Petal versus Rhyme is literally no competition. He didn't even build any shield, because we had a weapon carry that was also really strong. I can't remember, I think it was Ringo. And we walked all over them with my Petal. It was insane. So that happened, that definitely happened, and then I went farther into PoA, and as it stands right now, I'm at like the R in Bronze, that's alright. It's not the greatest, but I finally gladly reached that point where I'm not getting like tons of elo per win anymore, and here I am probably gonna die. Going to be going down to Kestrel because I'm really stupid and thinking I can take her on at level 5. And now I'm isolated from my teammates, and I'm being stupid, and here they come, just keep sitting in the bush like an idiot, and I am going to die there after I use Kai-10. Gonna lose a bunch of farm there, that was really stupid of me, and actually just gonna pick up the 6 sins and die. So that is how my previous games today went, and not even to mention the like what seems like 30 or so times that the enemy team or my teammates dodged. Like, actually, the dodging glitch is still so real. My brother told me, since he's like tier 5, he told me they removed draft for hotness and below again to address problems to make it better for solo queue. I guess I kind of agree with that, but I'm not sure why they didn't do it for everyone. It's not like people insta-lock all the time in PoA ranked where I am. I mean, I'm sure they do in, decent-ish, pretty good, even hotness, but it'd probably be okay in blind pick for now for PoA, but I can see their reasoning for keeping it in, even with the rampant dodges. Usually, high-tier players would complain, myself included. It would basically be like, what do you call it? Here I burst Kestrel down really quick with a skill combo. That was a nice kill. So, what do you call it? High-tier players, I keep referring to myself as a bad player, but now that we have had a taste of draft and we know what it feels like to like ban heroes and get to take away the OP meta, which, that said, there really isn't an OP meta yet in this patch. I mean, not Cruel. Scarf is incredibly strong, but he gets banned every time. Well, I ban him every time. Same thing with Glaive. I banned Glaive too. Glaive, Scarf, and Fortress seems to be the best meta comp in this patch, and draft mode lets me ban that out. So I guess if they took away our draft, people would want it back instead of the less dodging. But even if they took away the draft to try to prevent dodging, people would just dodge because people were insta-locking in blind pick. So I guess that's how that goes. So here I am going to die because I Kai-10 the wrong way. Really stupid of me. Really dumb play on Taka there. I shouldn't have done that. But, let's just see here. I am going to be picking up a light shield and a light armor there because I get chunked by the enemies here. I am going to actually get a metal jacket later in the game, but I don't think I turn my kinetic shield into anything, like, better later through the game. If you guys want to know my build, it's going to be, if I remember correctly, Sorrow Blade, Kinetic Shield, Travel Boots, Blazing Salvo, Tyrant's Monocle, and what else? One more thing. What was it? I am going to be backing off here, though. My final build it included, I don't even remember. Well, we will have to see at the end of the game. So I know I had Sorrow Blade, Blazing Salvo, Tyrant's Monocle as my core. Yeah, that's all I know that I had for sure. But, oh yeah, Metal Jacket, I already said that. But, okay, so one thing that one of you guys asked for in the last video was, well, not on the last video, on the forums. A guy I know, one of my friends on the forums, he said he wanted me to do a hand cam video. So the next video I post after this will be that. See, I was recording the hand cam for this in this video, but my tablet died. So I will be doing the hand cam next video, basically just setting up my tablet on a stack of books, and then we are going to be filming down onto my phone So I'll have like a little hand cam there, like, because he wanted to see how I tap, basically, like with what fingers, in what direction, what activates what. So that could be like kind of informative for you guys if you play on phone, or if you play on tablet and you just want to know how phone works. So if you guys don't know, I do play on iPhone 6, not 6S. My brother has the 6S because his data plan expires before mine. So it's basically a constant loop of I have a better phone, he has a better phone, I have a better phone, he has a better phone. So it's pretty funny. But with that said, I guess I can like kind of give you guys a guide on how to play Taka in high elo ranked. I haven't really had any requests for this, but it's something I just kind of want to share because I've been playing Taka for like last 3 patches really successfully, having about a 75% win ratio or so with this hero. Basically the Deadpool of the, he's basically the Deadpool of Vainglory. He sounds like Deadpool. I guess it's a stretch, but he sort of looks like him, and he makes your mom jokes. So, basically Deadpool, if you know what I'm saying. So, let's talk about his skills. Just in case you guys don't know, Taka's first skill, Kaiten, he basically flips over the target, whether he can target anything with Kaiten. Doesn't matter whether it's a minion or a hero or a structure, boss, monster, doesn't matter. So, target anything with Kaiten, and while you are in the air, you are immune to damage and negative effects like stuns, adagios, burns, stuff like that. So you can flip over, like Catherine stuns, if you're really good, you can flip over a gauntlet wall. I've even flipped over Koshka's ultimate. It was insane. So, Taka's Kaiten, it's really good for, well, you guys know what it's good for. It's good for evading stuns. But right here, I'm going to be using it on Fortress to gap close and then finishing him off with X-Retsu, which is Taka's ultimate, but we will get into that later. So Kaiten is very, very good for Taka's being slippery, and with Kaiten, it just adds to the ability of you're just unable to be caught. It's just a really good ability overall, especially because when you overdrive it, it costs no energy. So what do you want to do with Kaiten in fights? So basically, if you can't see like a stun that's coming, if you don't have a reflex block, you can use Kaiten to like dodge a Verse of Judgment, or if you're like really good, you can see something like a Solar Storm coming and just flip right over it on the Celeste. I've done that before, it's so satisfying. But that, you have to be really good for that, and you have to have like perfect timing and like, I don't know, the setting has to be perfect to be able to like flip over Solar Storm. But what you want to do in a fight with Kaiten is you either use it to gap close or you use it to dodge a ton of damage and Kaku out. So the criteria you want to like go by if you're going to use Kaiten to gap close is there a stun up? Can you tell if there's a stun up? Are they about to slow you? Are they about to debuff you? Do they have energy? Is someone else coming? If someone else is coming, or there's a stun up, or you can tell that they're about to do something, don't use Kaiten to gap close. That's what X-Retsu will be for. Use Kaiten when you know that something is about to damage you pretty hard, or stun you, debuff you, etc. So, don't like initiate it with Kaiten because it has like no range, and that'd be a stupid idea. So, secondly, let's get into Kaku and X-Retsu. I'm going to use both of those like in the same sort of segment because there's kind of a rule of thumb for me with Kaiten and X-Retsu, or Kaku and X-Retsu. Initiate with one of them, not both of them. That's basically my rule of thumb for Kaku and X-Retsu. You gotta pick one. If you initiate with both, you Kaku in and then X-Retsu the dude, then you have no escape, which sucks. That's bad. You don't want to have no escape at all. Just be really stupid. So, essentially what you want to do is pick one. You can either Kaku in straight to the back line, or you can X-Retsu straight to the carry you want. So yeah, pick one, not both. If they have like flares and scout traps everywhere, initiate with X-Retsu. If not, probably Kaku, because they'll see you in your Kaku if there's scout traps everywhere, and that's just an overall bad time for Taka. So, initiate with one, not both. Let me say it again. Kaiten, do not do the proverbial CA combo on Taka like the X-Retsu into Kaiten. That really just wastes the stunning power or the dodging power of Kaiten. no support is going to try to stun you. No one's going to try to stun you right after you X-Retsu. Unless you're like going into a Kestrel trap, then maybe it's impossible. Then maybe it's okay. So another way you can use X-Retsu is to dodge, to throw off positioning and stuff. So I had it once. I was playing against a CP Jewel. I was on low health. Whole team was on low health, as a matter of fact. So we were kind of in a line too. Two of us were in a line. I knew Jewel was about to pull off that beam, so I quickly opened X-Retsu and tapped on the nearest minion, and X-Retsu'd like exactly on a 45-degree angle to the side. She used the beam, totally missed me because I used X-Retsu to dodge it. So that's what X-Retsu is good for. It's great for displacing enemy skill shots, all that good stuff. It's just overall like a really good ability. They nerfed its damage a bunch. If you're going CP, X-Retsu is literally your lifeblood. So you see there I used X-Retsu to change targets from Catherine to Kestrel. Here I am going to kill Kestrel. Catherine's going after me. She's got Stormguard up. But I have X-Retsu, or I have Kai-10, and I just flip backwards over her. She lands on the scout trap. Like, actually, I was really satisfied by that play. The amount of dexterity that took for me was pretty good. There was a pretty large amount of dexterity to have on a phone. So I was really satisfied with that play, to say the least. So now I'm level 12. We're 15 minutes into the game, almost 16. And this game is going pretty well. I'm 11-3. Can't really say the same for my other teammates. I'm kind of a kill stealer. That's kind of what Taka is in general. Steals kills all the time. Going to be actually not picking up any items here, as I want to be getting a metal jacket soon. And I still have a swift shooter. No blazing salvo. Not sure why, but I am just comfortable with Taka's sort of like base attack speed when it comes to buying attack speed items. Swift shooter's enough for me until the late game. Then I should probably be getting blazing salvo. Now right here I double infuse. You might be asking why, and I'm asking why not. I'm level 12, so they're going to be maxed out infusions. This is like a really important fight right here. The fight at 15 minutes is probably the most important one in the game, besides the level 1 and 2 fight. Well, we're not 1.6, so one fight at the beginning doesn't make it the game. So this is probably the most important fight of the game right here. So that's why I'm double infused, and if you look at the scoreboard, if I ever look at the scoreboard again, you'll see that Kestrel is double infused as well. Now I remember that Kestrel's name, and I think I've seen her on the dev stream. I think she's Vainglory. Really good player, actually a pretty cool challenge to play against her as a player, well, probably a him, but they were a good challenge to play against. So we're going to be taking the Kraken here. Going on to Kestrel, she's going to invis, and I'm going to get stunned. So Arden goes down really quick. I'm running away from Fortress and Kestrel. And I see that Fortress and Catherine are chasing Vox, so I know that Kestrel's alone. I can probably take her, but she goes invisible. I'm running around her chest. I Kai-10 over the trap. I knew that was going to happen. She reflex blocks, stuns me, or doesn't stun me again, and I just flip over her backwards. Get the kill right there. That is definitely a good kill, and what that's going to do is I can't really push with the Kraken, but what that does do is it allows the Kraken to at least get one turret, and almost the second, I think. So if I hadn't killed Kestrel right there, they would have gotten the ace, and they would have had all three players hitting the Kraken. Kestrel is the hero on their team that will do the most damage to the Kraken, so I knew I had to take her out before she recalled. So in doing that right there, just that simple play, I was able to get us one turret and almost two. So it was a good play for me. In my opinion, that was pretty well calculated. So that's the kind of thing I love as Taka. He's just like a persistent burst threat. Even if you're weapon power, you come out X-Retsu, and you've instantly got key stacks and your mortal strikes, and they just do way more damage than people expect. A good Taka is literally the most annoying thing in this entire game, besides maybe like a Kestrel that is putting traps literally everywhere, or a CP Saw, a really good CP Saw like Leon from EU, or Waldemar from, I think Waldemar's from SK or Team Secret, I can't remember. But EU is EU, NA greater than EU always. So that's my 2 cents on the region war. Obviously I'm biased because I'm from NA, but So now it is 19 minutes into this game. We took one Kraken, not another one, but because that's not spawned yet. Why did I say that? That makes no sense. But oh, speaking of, well, not speaking of anything. I just used speaking of as a transition, even though I hadn't even spoken of what I was gonna say. But oh well, Vox Tier 3 got revealed on the dev stream. It looks awesome. See, without even watching, without even paying attention to watching any of that stuff, just from internet memes, I know that Vox Tier 3 has the Super Saiyan hair. I don't even know if that's how you say it, but literally his hair looks like the guys from Dragon Ball Z. Basically, my friend's brother is a ginormous anime nerd, and my friend said at school, he told me, yeah, my brother watches Dragon Ball Z, like, religiously, and I watched it with him one day, watched one episode, and I was like, what? What is this? Literally, the entire show is, they yell, and their hair gets bigger. They yell more, and their hair still gets bigger. They eventually yell more, and then their hair gets even bigger, until their hair can't be any bigger, and then they shoot lasers out of their mouths. So, basically Dragon Ball Z in a nutshell for you. Pretty perfect if I do say so myself. So we're gonna be fighting here. Got Arden and Vox with us. 3v3 about to start off. They are going to use a flare. And then, actually 3v3 not about to start off because Fortress uses the wolves and we just disengaged like mad. Just like nope, 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 nope. Just kill the wolves here at the turret. And we have a scout trap on the Kraken, so that's fine. Really good disengage there by us. Arden used the Warhorn. I got the Kaiten, or no, I got the Kaku out of there. And Arden throws down the Gauntlet now. We're going to be fighting. Xretsu on Kestrel. Going to be trying to burst her down as best we can. Going to be hitting the Kaiten on Fortress. Kakuing out. Going to be taking the kill, not taking the kill on Fortress. Taking the kill on Catherine with Kaiten. Xretsu Kestrel. Get stunned by the trap, of course. And we are going to take the last kill on Kestrel right there. So now we are going to be going split push, turret and Kraken. Vox to the turret, Arden and I to the Kraken, so it should be a good push here. So, you saw there in that fight, I was like rapidly changing targets and using Kaku for better positioning. I started out with an Xretsu on a Fortress, if you saw that. After that, I saw that Catherine was getting bursted down pretty hard, so I put a few hits into her, went back to Fortress, and then Kaiten'd over him and Kaku'd out. Now, Kestrel in all this was, like, on the back line trying to hit me, and she missed a couple of shots. So, after Fortress was bursted down, I left him to Vox because I saw he had resonance on Fortress, that he had hit a great ultimate earlier in the fight, trusted him to take Fortress down, and then I went after Catherine. So if I had just like gone after Fortress and we had 3v1'd him, Catherine and Kestrel might have escaped. So it was a good decision by me there to go after Catherine. And I did use my Kaiten to gap close because I knew that even if I did get stunned by Kestrel's trap, she's weapon power, so it wouldn't have done very much to me. So now we're going to be going on the turret here, and Fortress uses the wolves again. We're going to be getting out of there. He does a lot of damage to me just with his A skill and his B skill. But now we're going to be going on the turret here. I'm going in Xretsu and taking the turret, dying, and Kakuing. They don't know where I am. Going to be going on the Vein Crystal here, and we are going to take it out. So that's going to be it for today's video, guys. Hopefully you all enjoyed, learned something useful about Taka and high elo, and I will see you guys later. Goodbye.